Greetings, Dartonians, and welcome back to the Wandering Larper. I'm your host, Salvatore, along with new co-host,
Kyle Wilson.
Now, Kyle won our Sword is Mightier Than the Pen competition, and we were so just taken back and just, your essay was so awesome. We contacted him, and we wanted to bring him out to the Nero Atlanta season opener. He said he's never LARPed before, so we got super excited, but he writes blogs, so we decided we were going to bring him in as our new player correspondent. He had never been to a LARP. He's super excited for his first event. We reached out to our sponsors at Epic Armory Unlimited. We outfitted him with the Black Ice Mage package. We also outfitted him with the King's Halberd from Epic Armory Unlimited. So he was completely in style as a new player. And Kyle, give us your opinions. How did you like Nero Atlanta season opener?
Oh, it was awesome. We got plenty of walking around to do. You got people just having a lot of fun.
Did you kill a lot of monsters?
Oh, yes.
And how about treasure? Did you get a lot of treasure?
Plenty.
Awesome. We got some gems, we got some coins, we got some components. We were murder hobos all weekend. Since it was Kyle's first event, we kind of went crazy and just kind of attacked everything, plot threw at us. We had so much fun. We also got to weapon test a lot of stuff by Kalamazoo and Epic Armory as well. And we're going to get into that in the episode. And you got to use the Epic Armory King's Halberd. What was your impression with it in combat? Was it awesome?
Oh, I enjoyed it. It was very diverse. Got the best reach out of everything. Just tagging people from what felt like multiple feet away.
Reach is always nice. Reach is always nice. And what I really loved about this design was how the shaft of it looked completely carved out. The axe and the spear point on the halberd were really nice. The bolt ends. Let's take a close-up look of this weapon really quick and show our viewers at home what it looks like. Yeah, that is such a sweet piece. Not only that, you got to meet a lot of the Atlanta staff. You got to meet Nero International President and CEO Joe Valenti. You got to meet Ryan Massey, chapter owner of Nero Atlanta. Really nice guys. They took you around for the weekend. We ate with Joe on Saturday Night Feast, which was really fun, hearing LARP tales from about 20 years ago, all the exciting stuff and plot lines that have been going on for the last 20 years. So without further ado, I'd love to jump into some of the weapon review segments of what we play tested at Nero Atlanta. And without further ado, let's jump right into the review on the weapons that we used this weekend. Let's go over it. We used them quite extensively in mods, field battles, PvP fighting. Let's start from the outside in. The first one is the Epic Armory Boarding Axe. These were extremely light, versatile, easy to carry. No complaints whatsoever from anybody that we were hitting with these. They went through Nero weapons check-in without a problem flawlessly. What was your opinion on them?
They are absolutely lightweight. I enjoyed getting multiple hits with these. Just about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Real quick.
Awesome. Yeah, they really are speedy. Let's go down the line and look at the Kalamazoo Krieger. This is a really beautiful weapon. It's one of the nicest in their series as far as detail, with the Celtic wolf design right there, and the wolf at the pommel is really awesome and really lifelike. A little hard, but still easily passed Nero's weapon safety inspection, got into the game. This is just something that maybe you'd pull your hits back just a little bit with, but not a problem. It's lightweight foam, it's all plastique, it doesn't get wet, it doesn't react to heat or cold. Just an awesome Kalamazoo weapon. Next down the line, we have the Kalamazoo Vorder. This is their mace. This was actually my favorite piece that we reviewed that weekend. Did you like these?
Yes, especially when I got one in each hand.
Exactly. Lightweight, very versatile, very cool. The ram's heads look really real and lifelike, like a smith made them. Just an impressive piece. Okay, keep going down the line. We have the Indo-Persian axes by Kalamazoo. Really sweet, very aggressive looking. Part of Kalamazoo's new line, so it has that really soft foam. Detail is great throughout. Looks like it's leather wrapped, but it's all plastic and foam. Just a great piece. Now, next is the swords that we were carrying. These are by Kalamazoo, and they are called the Maliks, or the Malik for one, but Maliks for two. And basically, these are kind of like a Prince of Persia, Arabic feel short swords. And I absolutely love these. This is one of my favorite swords that Kalamazoo has ever released. They're affordable. I think they come in at about $115. It's a no-brainer to go for these. As soon as our sponsor sent us some of these, I was all over them. I got them out of the box, and they were the first ones I wanted to play with. So I definitely love the Maliks. Also, we play tested the Kalamazoo Tankard, or excuse me, the Epic Armory Tankard. Excuse my error. The complete opposite company. This is from Epic Armory Unlimited. This is their tankard. It was a great weapon. We took it out in the tavern. We threw it. We waylaid people. We waylaid monsters. Everybody just had a ton of fun with this one. Super fun. Super fun. Next is the Kalamazoo Friar Tuck bottle. So this was also another fun highlight piece at the event. We took this out into the tavern, we threw it, we hit monsters, we waylaid. I think you hit Joe Valenti once in the back of the head with this, and he was laughing. He turned around and saw the brand new player, and he was just laughing. Nero Atlanta this year has been really, really catering to the new players. If you're new to LARP, that is the LARP event that you want to go to, because they're going to cater to you. They're going to bring you around the game. They're going to teach you stuff. They're going to teach you how to play in their world. They're going to show you how to make a character like you made, and you're just going to have a whole lot of fun. So, without further ado, let's jump right into the Joseph Valenti interview. Salve, Dartonians, and welcome back to The Wandering Larper. I'm your host, Salvatore, along with special guest Joe Valenti, CEO and president of Nero International. We are live at A.H. Stevens State Park in Crawfordville, Georgia for the Nero Atlanta season premiere. All the players are real excited, having a really good time. Joe, what's in store for Nero Atlanta this year?
Well, thanks, Sal, for having me here on your show.
Thank you very much.
I think that this year we're very excited. We have a change of staff, so we have a new general manager, 8 or 9 new plot members who are writing storylines. We have a whole bunch of new costuming and a whole bunch of new masks that we're bringing out, and a whole bunch of new props. We're trying to increase our theatrical expertise, or the theatrical experience here, to maybe match a Halloween haunted house. They try to raise it up a notch so that we are more into the costume play. And hopefully with the storylines that the storyline team is creating, everybody will come here and experience a good time.
Now, Nero has always been a trendsetter in the LARP industry. It's a prestigious company. It's been around 20 plus years. What in 2019 are going to be some of the trends that you feel Nero's going to be setting that the rest of the LARP community are going to be following?
I think that's a tough question, actually, especially for me to answer right now. I think that raising the bar and introducing more cosplay into our LARP scene so that we can get the people who are more into the costuming as opposed to the running around and engaging in combat, getting them to come out and play. I think that's going to be an experience that we have to do is increase the bar, and bring the better props, bring the better costumes, bring the better weaponry and stuff like that. So when people look around, they're very immersed, feel incredibly immersed in an entire town atmosphere.
Now, I noticed last night that your NPCs were really seeking out new players, and they were very engaged with the new players, running a lot of content for them. Is that something that in 2019 Nero is going to be really pushing and really gearing towards the new players to have fun?
Well, I know for sure here near Atlanta is, because we have a big push going on right now for new members across all of the social medias. Sites. And so, whenever you get a new member, every LARP knows that you've got to get them involved and put them on 3 adventures, get them involved in the storyline, make sure that they're presented to all of the existing players so that they can see about recruiting them onto their team. So the first thing that happens on a Friday night when you go to a game is if you ignore your new player wakes up on Saturday morning wondering what he might have done last night, and that you can't have that. So the focus has to always be on Friday night. Where are the new players? Let's bring them around the town. Let's get them on an adventure module. Let's get them to become the hero or the heroine. Yeah, get them engaged.
Very engaged. Now, I noticed, we had so many players, 100+ players on site, more so than ever. I really saw an absence of boffer and a big conversion into the injection and the foam stuff. And we play tested quite a few pieces by Epic Armory and Kalamazoo. How do you feel about the new foam weapons coming into the games and the kind of the push away from the boffers? As a overall owner, has it been really safe? Have there been any complaints or any strange injuries throughout any of your chapters in the world?
So there's a lot of questions there that you're asking me to answer. So I love the latex weaponry and the foam sculpted swords, that we call them now, foam sculpted weaponry. Came in quite a few number of years ago now, and it's becoming a staple part of all the live action role-playing games that are running around here. So I'm definitely pushing to, and my preference, of course, is to push out the boffer weapons so that we could have either better looking boffer weapons, because now they have to match the quality of these other weapons that we have here. And so that we all of a sudden see all foam sculpted weapons of high quality that people, when you look at it, you don't necessarily know that it's made out of foam. When you look at a boffer sword, you're looking at a boffer sword. So
absolutely.
Then I think you had a couple of other questions in there if you want to hit me with some.
Oh yeah, it's just so excited to have you in the studio, Joe, and on location. Yeah, the next thing that I was thinking, other foam things that I saw, I noticed at your plot staff, instead of just the basic tabards that are just, running through most American LARPs where monsters are just tabard, I noticed your monsters were make-upped, I noticed your monsters had better costuming, and I noticed your monsters had a new style foam mask. So that was really exciting for us to see. You want to tell us anything about that?
Sure, thanks. Well, one of the things that you have to have at Monster Camp is a intense desire to make sure that nobody leaves Monster Camp without looking the part that they're playing. And so this year we made sure that before we send people out that they look good in makeup. We had a real good makeup artist working with us, or at least on our staff that's working with us. And so we are able to now put out good monsters in real good makeup that look the part that they're playing. And then the foam masks come really in handy. I like them. I've been using them for years. We're introducing them down here in the South. They're like 3D foam masks, and they're wonderful because you put them on, there's no makeup to have to take off later. You can actually take it off. If you get sweat, you bring it over your sink, you wash it in Dawn soap and water. You can squeeze it all closed in the palm of your hand. The water drips out, and when you let go, the mask reforms. And then you put it right back on your head and you're good to go again to continue playing. So I've been moving a push towards those too. They're a little more expensive. We have 3 or 4 different kinds.
They look great.
And yeah, thank you. And so as long as we can continue to push those masks, when people see a goblin, they're going to see a goblin in a mask.
Yeah. So last thing I just wanted to ask, legendary Joe Valenti here. Who is Nero for? The guys that have never LARPed, they're wondering, is this the community for me? Is this the right place? What kind of person are you trying to bring into Nero to play? Who are the players?
Well, we're looking for all of the people who want to participate in live action role playing. Nero is the company that is well known for embracing all of the new players. We, you know, there's not a lot of organizations where you can travel from one location to another location and play and be welcomed and be accepted. You can't do that in your baseball league. You can't go from your town to another city or state and all of a sudden be like, hey, I'm here, I play baseball back home, and they're all going to be like, no problem, pat you on the back and take you in. But here at Nero, you play your character at one chapter and another chapter, become world renowned as your hero. All of a sudden, everybody's like, hey, where are you from? We want to meet you. So we're the ones who embrace everybody. We're always looking for new players. That's why we have all of our new player pushes that go on. I'll do a lot of advertising, or at least I think so, especially for the live action role playing industry.
How do you feel that because I know cosplaying's so hot right now. It's the big thing, Dragon Con, all of the comic cons. Do you think Nero and role-playing would be a good fit for the cosplaying community? Should they come out and try it and, you know...
Oh, absolutely.
Now that we've brought up the level of immersion and weapons and costuming, is it...
We've been trying to figure out exactly what the cosplayers are really want, you know, from, especially if they come to a live action role playing game. And so the first thing we did was we realized that they don't always want to engage in combat. They don't want to be bossed around. They don't want to be, you know, they just want to come and they want to hang out in their costume and look cool. And at Nero, the whole concept about coming to Nero is, how can I make the guy next to me look cool right now? It's not how do I make myself look cool, it's how do I make the guy next to me look cool. And that's what you want. You want those kind of cosplayers. They come in and they look cool, but they also make the people next to them look cool. They're interested in making those people look cool, and they're just confident that they're looking cool. So that's what, in Nero, we always want everybody to come and play. We want everyone to talk to us, to tell us what they're looking for in the LARP, and then our staff is going to implement that, and we're going to try to entertain you, try to give you something, so when you go home from a Nero event, you're like, I'm satisfied with the entertainment that I got. I'm going to go back.
Absolutely. And Joe, thank you for being on the show. Congratulations on a successful event last night. You had great player numbers. Everybody had fun. Everybody was raving. Thank you, and stay tuned for more Wandering Larper. All right. And welcome back to the studio. We just had a great time. Food was good. Cabins were comfortable. People were awesome. The plot staff was incredible. One of my very good friends, Kevin Patches Smith, is the GM this year. Congratulations, Kevin. We're all proud of you. You did a great event. Definitely something entertainment worthy that people should come out and check out, Nero Atlanta this year. And that's all we have for this evening. Please stay tuned for more episodes on the Wandering Larper USA. I'm your host, Salvatore, along with
Kyle Wilson.
Bidding you a good night.
I'm Kyle Wilson, new player correspondent for the Wandering Larper. Check me out in action.
Hey, you! Watch my back.
I got you.
We will annihilate you! Killing ball 1, killing ball 2, killing ball 3.